Let me tell you something. You got to be at one with the yam, okay? You have to have an ethereal representation of yamological studies, and you have to have a session with the yam as often as you can so that you can be in tune with your chakras and the in energetic epistemological framework, okay, of the creation and the galactic empire. It's real simple. I don't know what you don't understand. I'm out here trying not to judge. All right. I really and truly am trying not to judge. I'm trying not to roast these people the way that my whole trachea and sternumological area is begging me to. You know, the night's still young. At this point, you know, they're giving us a lot of information, baby, but none of the math ain't mathing. At this point, 2 + 2 equals a slice of sweet potato pie. Little did I know I was gonna be confused for 3 solid hours. I can't speak for the state of Robin Williams, but I feel comfortable saying that Robin don't want no parts in that. How you gonna put the crocodile hunter in there? Won't you leave Steve Irwin? Because I'm not over it. I had told y'all I have beef with stingrays to this day. Steve Irwin don't have no, he ain't want to do that. If you are, you a crocodile. Like, he wanted animals, his wife and his chaps. That's it. He don't want no parts in no, you know what I'm saying? Like, that just had made me mad, bro. Like, Michael Jackson, I feel like he might have, like, heard her out. Like, he might have took, like, a quick little 15 minutes to hear her out. But, like, Steve, like, no. I'm trying to figure out the day-to-day stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about up top with UFOs and galactic, you know, enterprises and shit. I'm just trying to figure out why bread is so expensive. Do you have a badge, some sort of LinkedIn page I could check your credentials on? Because why are you, who said that y'all was that? Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl LB. Welcome to my channel Watch With Me LB, where I give you fun, fresh, and funny rants, reviews, and recaps on my favorite movies and TV shows. And I have been waiting, okay, to get in this here to talk about Love Has Won, The Cult of Mother God. HBO is continuing on its streak of providing fantastic documentary. The documentary opened up with the flabbergasting of my whole mind and spirit. From that point on, I knew that I was about to cuss a whole lot. All right, and that is exactly what I did. I cussed from top to bottom, left to right. Could not believe the things that I was seeing in this documentary. Y'all, the documentary opens up with a kick though. It's not a literal kick though. It's a metaphysical kick though. You see how I'm coming throwing all the words in on you, huh? It's metaphysical. It opens up with some sheriffs knocking on the door of a trap house. You know, I would come to find out that this is the Love Has Won headquarters. I don't give a damn what you call it. I know a trap house when I see one. This man opens the door and he's very cooperative. And I'm gonna learn about his ass a little later. The sheriff is like, hey, I need to see mother. You know, where's mother at? I know they got mother is in here and a child. Like, you know, I need to do a welfare check. And so the man is like, well, the baby back there asleep and mother is in rest. She has rested. She has what now? Like, is she asleep or is she not? What you talking about in rest? So we're looking at the body cam footage. Premium crispy body cam footage. I felt like I was there. The sheriff is walking through the trap house and you know the trap is trapping. So they go in the back and they say, oh, she's right here. And I'm like, bitch, where? Do you need like a monocle to find the lady? Like, what a lady? It's like a bunch of shit on the bed. And you could tell something is in the bed, but I'm looking for a mother. You know, I'm looking for somebody. I ain't see nobody. And when the man, another sheriff come over there and lean over, y'all, it's a lady that is normal. Okay? The lady is blue, silver, and a little tinge of purple. It got Christmas lights and twinkle lights and painting stuff all over the walls. Y'all don't want to tell me what's going on? Now, I thought the color was coming from the fact that the baby was dead a long time. That wasn't what it was. I mean, it was, yeah, but it also wasn't. Let me just get into the thing, okay? So that's how the documentary opens up. And I'm like, okay, kick me in my face then. Documentary, kick me in my facial expressions. We start to meet some members of this organization. It's a cult. They don't go by their government names. They go by the names that Amy Carlson or Mother God has given them. They are very, you know, upset that mother is no longer with us, that she has ascended her physical body. you know, we see people crying and people just distraught. There's also an investigation that's happening because this lady dead. So what happened to the lady and why is she purple? A lot of shit happening at this current point. And the girl, Aurora, I believe, has spit out a phrase that has so many new age buzzwords in it that I had to rewind it to figure out what the hell she was talking about. So wait a minute, I'm holding my head already because it ain't nothing happened really yet. Let me just calm down. One of the members introduces us, the viewer, to the galactic team that helps Mother God on her mission. To do what? Not too sure. I knew I was in for some shit when I saw this collage that made up the intergalactic or the galactic A-team to help mom in her ethereal mission. Okay, that ain't me saying that. The A-team is the most motley crew ass conglomerate of people that you'll ever want to see. The A-team consisted of Tupac, Whitney Houston, Robin Williams, who is very important to the mission, okay? Don't you ever get it twisted. David Bowie, Saint Germain, all right, it was a saint in there. Michael Jackson, Carrie Fisher, George Michael. First of all, don't play with George Michael like that. I mean, and then randomly Donald Trump. First of all, the girls say that all the people are no longer with us. That's how they can help mom on a mission. But I'm like, well, what Donald Trump doing in there then? Because he's still here. Like, unless didn't nobody tell me. I'm trying to see how Tupac, Donald Trump, and John Lennon would get together to help her. It was just the mix-up of folks that was confusing me and my homegirls. And the two biggest members of the team was Saint Germain and Robin Williams. All right, Robin Williams, he was like the commander-in-chief. He was like top flight of the world for the galactic team. And that's all you need to know. But now we start to get a little bit of a backstory on who Amy is, right? We go through the baby pictures. You know how, it's time. They got the soft flute music in the background and we see baby pictures of Amy and hear about her life story. She would brighten up her room when she walked in, that kind of thing. We get voiceover from Amy talking about the first time she took ecstasy. And when she was rolling, baby, she was like, I got to get here. Her family was talking about how she, kind of was into spirituality, divergent thinking, and she was kind of searching for something, looking for something, right? And so I don't think that it was a coincidence to talk about her experimenting with drugs and her searching for something, and then the addition of exploring her spirituality. All of those three things combined just tore Amy ass up. So baby, they say Amy was on the interwebs one day in the 99 in the 2000s looking for like-minded folks, and she found lightworkers.org. She met the very first father guy. She met a man by the name of Amrith White Eagle who had a group called Love Has Won. Amy was like, bitch, I done found it. I am in. Amy fell in very quickly with Amrith White Eagle. This man, he got a long, Duck Dynasty kind of situation. He looked like he live in the desert. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, if you put him in any time, 1800s, you're gonna put him in there with a little gold pan. He gonna be mining for gold. You put him in the 1900s, he gonna be working at, the distillery. He just look like an old man. That was random. Anyway, next thing you know, boom, they together. She done moved out there to be with Amrith Whitey. They have created the Galactic Free Press, right? It's like a newspaper for all like-minded individuals, and they start calling themselves Father God and Mother God. Okay, so you Father God, right? God of what though? She's online spreading the intergalactic word. You heard me? Hallelujah. Growing like a following. Now, there is a member of this organization that they feature called El Moya. And he says that Mother God has, always been here, right? In this life, she's Amy Carlson. But back in the day, she was Marilyn Monroe, okay? And she spread her message through the movies. I hope not, because Marilyn Monroe did not have an easy life. I could see picking Marilyn Monroe because she was a bad bitch. But life for her ain't been no crystal stab, okay? That was a tough pick. El Moya also said that she got my head hurting a little bit because what? Okay, wait a minute. So now we meet Mike Lamboy, or Miguel. He believed that Mother God had cured his cancer through the interwebs because he got up and left from his wherever he was at and moved to be with Mother God. All right, and baby, this is the start of it all, baby. This is how we about to grow this movement. All right, we not gonna keep this message to ourselves. We have to tell the world. Now, Mike is very smart, and he's gonna help move this thing to the next level. So if Mother God is the CEO, then Mike was gonna be the COO. We meet Andrew. Andrew is a young man who is struggling with addiction. God bless everybody who is struggling with addiction to pain pills, any kind of addiction, but this young man was struggling with addiction to pills. Andrew has gotten sucked in by Mother God, baby. Mother God said, baby, I have been dreaming about you. And I just think that you just probably gonna be the next Father God. I just really see that for you. I just think you need to just come on up here and be with us. And so he said when he got there, Amy and Mike, the COO, had been doing mushrooms for 36 hours. Don't do nothing for 36 hours. So he said, you know what? When in Rome, bitch, I'm about to do something too. And then when he woke up, Mother God was like, let me know when you're ready to go ahead in that back room and do what grown folks do, bitch. Can he consent? Because, and then can you also consent? Because, you know what I'm saying? It was just very it was like a little ethical conundrum. And then, you know, it was funny to me. Very next scene was Mother God singing, some say love is. I'm too childish for that. Some say love. Remember on Napoleon Dynamite? It is a rainbow. Don't do that to me. I am way too childish for stuff like that. Now, let me tell you how I know that my boy Andrew really wasn't about that life. Because Mother God was giving me, you know what I'm saying, in terms of her fashion and her accessories and like how she was carrying herself, baby. She took a necklace and just like with a pendant right here, like, you know, it was like a little move ring pendant or whatever. And she took that bitch and put that shit on her head and let the little move ring hit her third eye area. Okay, she always had something dangling right here. And she had, you know, no bra. And my boy Andrew had on some Fruit of the Loom t-shirt and some Wranglers. He got all his clothes from Sam's Club and Costco. My boy had product in his hair and it wasn't the same. So I already knew he wasn't gonna be here for too long. And he wasn't though, because she was like, you Father God. And he was like, are you sure? I don't feel like that's me. I'm here for the weed and the mushrooms and the vagina. I'm not really here to like be the father of all creation. So maybe just rethink that. Mother God has been putting in work online. So now they making money. No, it's good, girl. You know what I'm saying? It's no girls in here. I just was getting actually impressed with the amount of confidence that these people had to get on the internet and say the shit that they were saying with their chest. There's a person in this documentary by the name of Erin. And Erin, I don't know what it is about Erin, but something is not curling over with Erin. Something about her wasn't right with me. And then I paid attention to her neck and it solidified it. That's how I know. Erin came with her 4 children to the Love Has Won organization. That was a little scary to have your children in a situation where you don't know the people there. Like, what's the sleeping situation? Like, it was like maybe 30 people in this one house. Where y'all sleeping at? How y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? We also meet John. Now, John is the new Father God, okay? Because Andrew, the one with the Hanes and the Fruit of the Loom on, he left. He said, you know what? Y'all got it. So John pulled up, fresh out the military, struggling with some things. Now, eyes are telling me that there is drug use. She had threw her vagina at John. She had threw some weed at him. I'm sure she threw some mushrooms at him. And who else knows what she threw at him. And John was like, you know what? I do feel like I am Father God. I ain't gonna hold you. So now we got like the whole cast of characters. We hear for the first time mention of colloidal silver. And Mother God has said that colloidal silver is the most ancient and healing, one of the most ancient healing properties ever, and it is taking the pharmaceutical industry down. They sell colloidal silver on their website. So Aurora and Hope, okay, they are the mouthpieces for Love Has Won. They be getting up there from dusk to dawn, okay, on YouTube, using their powers for evil and not good, okay, getting people to buy $77 pumpkin spice butter kit shit from the website to earn money so that they can get high in the desert. They be saying some shit. I can't even repeat it. I don't even know what I don't know what. We hopping into episode 2, bitch, and this is where it starts to go down at, because this is where Jason Castile come in. Okay, Jason Castile is the father God that's gonna take us on through there. And he's talking about the first time he saw Mother God, and he was just like, you know what, I saw her for one time, and I already knew the Matrix was real because I used to run a Blockbuster in Las Vegas. He like running it, but he's like eating a slice of pizza, and he just like, I know meth when I see it, baby. Now, Jason Castile is a criminal. He is He is unhoused, all right, currently, when they find him at the Love Is One conglomerate, okay? So, he gets to the Love Is One headquarters and say, you know what? I'm about to earn my keep, all right? I'm about to do the best that I can for Mother God. But I can tell you, my boy is a hustler. I came in there with some biceps and triceps, and Mother God said, you know what? I had thought that I had a father God, but bitch, it's you. Jason, let me tell you something. I'm feeling it right up in this little cerebral meditation cortex that I have. You actually are Father God, okay? So I know we currently already have a father God, but he's gonna be father of the multiverse. How that's different from the father of all creation, I don't know. She just had to give him a title so that she could still get, you know, piped down from him and keep getting the father God yam on the red. As soon as he got the title bestowed on him, a father God, my boy say, it's on, okay? I'm about to tell all y'all what to do. I want problems, always. They had a scene with him in the bathroom where he was very much giving Trafalgar when him and Rob was together at the bar. Whoa! Whoa! Where he was fighting the imaginary opponent.
Whoa! 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 He was just being a dick. Literally embodying all the lower masculine energy you've ever seen on the planet.
That's crack, baby, because he was in that bathroom fighting for his life, okay? He was also in the bathroom by himself, so who was he fighting? They was all in a trap house, and I was confused why they was trying to say that it was like a peaceful, you know, energetic, like clear energy, crispy, cool ass place. And I'm like, first of all, y'all got 4 lamps, don't none of them match. I feel like if I'm the Lord of creation and ethereal galactic prowess, I'ma at least have me a set of matching sheets. They don't move in chaos. Baby, it was chaos in there. It was children crying. It was death metal on the speakers. It was people toes and shit out everywhere. People teeth was real, you know what I'm saying, dark and gloomy, okay? And I just was like, listen, everything I've been taught, that's not how God operates. Yes, it's a whole nother day, okay? I forgot about some things I had to do. Let's get right on into it. So we get a little bit more backstory on Amy, right? So we hear from her mom and her sister why it turned out that Amy has not 1, not 2, but thrice of the children somewhere on planet Earth somewhere. Amy had her first child when she was 19. That was like a one-night stand kind of situation. Then she met another guy, got pregnant, got married. They got divorced. Then she met another guy, got pregnant, and, you know, had 3 young children, very little money. She did manage to rise up the ranks and become a manager at McDonald's. And so she was very proud of that because that was, you know, she was young to have had that happen to her. And her mom and her sister said that one day they were all out at like a birthday dinner and that Amy got up from the table and left. And they ain't see her no more. She left her children, left her sisters, left her mama, left her job, left everything, and went to go be with Bushwick Bill in the desert. Archie Whitehead, what's his name? You know, the Duck Dynasty man in the desert. Damn, that's a bold thing to do, boy. That you know, I could tell though by the way this documentary has been filmed that there was a lot of stuff that was left out of the documentary. And so that's a part of it. Like, I'm wondering if they glanced over, they didn't even mention, I will say, about her having any mental health issues, but they did say that she was a heavy drinker. I could just tell there's a gap. There's like a piece missing with that. It just, you know, I believe people can do things abruptly, but I do think that was very like extreme. Before they mentioned it, we could all see that Jason was suffering from addiction. You know, his purpose was to bring Mother God joy through his yam. Let's just be real. They didn't say that, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. Well, he would struggle. He would just get so upset that he would leave and have to go do meth. And then once he probably ran out of money, he came back. And then he had to go be in the doghouse. And so the people in the cult said, okay, you know what? The Galactics had called us. Okay, Robin Williams, Kenny Rogers, and Bob Marley and them had called us on the phone and said, y'all need to go to Oregon. Because Bob Marley said so. When Mother God and them was in Oregon, they all lived in this RV. So the rest of the cult members, I don't know where they were, but they moved to Crestone. When they got to Crestone, Colorado, the rest of the people, not Mother God and them, because you remember Mother God and them got the call from Bob Marley and said Oregon. Got to Crestone, they were like, well, damn, we don't have nowhere to live, so we have to camp for 6 weeks. They were unhoused for 6 weeks. They just was living in tents with no water, no electricity, no access to heat, unless they made a fire, child. I don't know. I didn't really get into the logistics, and neither did the documentary. The whole town was like, who the hell are these ragtag ass people that just rolled up in the town? Like, we good with the crystals, and we good with like a little, you know, a little seance every once in a while, but I don't know what these people on. You know, they had left Father God because he was, you know, doing meth, right? So they left him. And then Mother God said, if you want to find us, you Father God, you're going to know where we at. And so 24 days later, he pulled up at the RV where Mother God was. And it was like, oh my God. He had chose mom or chose God over meth. It's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. So remember I told you about that girl, Erin, that one that I just couldn't curl all the way over? She had went to Oregon to be with mom, okay? And she said the spirits had told her to go outside and burn sage. But see, it was a drought that year, okay? And so she had burned the whole house down. They had rented a house, and she burned it down. And she was giggling about it, and I was confused about why she wasn't in the jailhouse. I don't know. The laws in the world just don't be making sense to me sometimes, child. But anyway, she was giggling about it, child. All her teeth was out, and I was very confused about it. And that's when I was like, I knew something wasn't curling over about Erin, because why are you giggling about it? And then Erin was like, yeah, mom, I just wanted to tell you that I'm the one that started the brush fires. And then Mother God was like, I know the angels told me, bitch. And she laughed about it. And I was like, what an interesting way for the mother of all creation to communicate. And at that point, I had noticed that she always had a wine glass in her hand. And it always used to be full up. But it wasn't wine because it was clear, right? You know, wine gonna be white or red or rosé. But white? What are we talking about? Child. Because Erin fucked around and burned the damn house down, everybody had to go back to Crestone, to Colorado, right? So that's when they go to the trap house that we saw in the beginning of the video. Two of the girls, Archaea, Faith, and Aurora Hope, or whoever, I don't know, I don't remember, child. They said that Mother God was training them to be oracles, right? So that they could communicate with the Galactics, okay? So that they didn't have to go through Mother God to connect with Rodney Dangerfield. He could just, you know, talk to Gene Wilder on their own and see what they wanted Mother God to eat that day. She said that in the house in Colorado, mom would have etheric meetings, which to us dumbass humans who not in tune with the galactic merchandise, okay, it would just look like she was sleeping to us. But she was actually working, because she worked 24/7, okay? She wasn't sleeping. She was having an etheric meeting, you dummy. Because then we start to hear about the kind of like the guidelines for galactic something. And we hear about how your weight can determine whether or not the galactics will beam you the fuck up. So if you heavy, you got to stay your big ass down here, okay? If you weigh more than 101 pounds, You can't go, okay? And it's only 144,000 people that are going to get beamed up by the galactics anyway, okay? And so if you are so focused on food, okay, you cannot focus on the galactics. Okay, how can you focus and hear what Kenny Rogers has to tell you if you got a damn Crunchwrap Supreme in your mouth? Huh? That's the problem with you now. Every single person looks extremely unhealthy, extremely skinny, bad skin, tired looking. So I don't know them people. I don't know if it was drugs. I don't know if it was no food. But one of the girls said that they were transitioning away from sleep and transitioning away from food. So they were not allowed to sleep more than, I believe, 4 hours a day. They would have a 6 a.m. live show on YouTube, and they would just be online every day, and they would just really encourage folks to donate money because God needs a go-kart. And it's really up to you to stop being selfish to get mom her go-kart. She needs what she needs, and you need to donate to get it to her. Where the fuck is mom go-kart? Where is that? What's taking so long? And this part of the documentary is where if you put chicken parmesan in front of my face, I'm gonna yell at you and say, my vision was chicken parmesan.
Or more like screaming.
My vision was chicken parmesan. I love meatballs, but I didn't fucking say that. Chicken parmesan. I get fucked up every fucking moment by you fucking motherfucking whores.
Okay, so the people in the documentary were explaining to the people on the live stream that the reason that they heard Mother God screaming profanities and randomly laughing like a banshee was because she had taken on all of the struggles and pressures and drama of the world, and it just had got to her.
Hi everybody, how are you? Can you hear mom screaming from the other room? Yes or no? She took on all of the pain for humanity and she's processing it right now.
Okay, and that wasn't actually Mother God. It was actually another person. It was Robin Williams that was making her behave that way.
Let me put it this way. I have seen Robin Williams come through Mother God because she's on alcohol.
She had drunk a lot of alcohol to be able to process that. I don't know what the fuck they was talking about. That's what they were saying in the thing, and I was trying to give it to you the way they said it, y'all. I don't know what the hell they were talking about. The lady was in there getting drunk. She would drink big ass bottles and cups of straight vodka all day long. And the people were so confused why every night she would get drunk and mean, because she's an angry drunk. And she would be hollering about chicken parmesan and like turkey sandwiches and quesadillas. And she would make the people go sleep outside in the cold with no heater because they didn't get the quesadilla right.
I've taken Mother's joy by making her the worst quesadilla in all creation.
Does everyone in this group not understand what's going on? Does everyone in this group really think that Robin Williams is making her? Because I was confused about it, because it's clear as day to me. Like, she drunk because she wasn't looking healthy. She was swollen but also skinny. I know that baby, that liver was like they screaming for help. It was just bullshit. I was getting annoyed because it was very difficult for me to believe that the few folks in this group that I knew are educated people, all right, did not know that that lady was poisoning herself with alcohol and silver. They said that her health had declined because the world was so bad, and she was trying to elevate everyone on earth from this fucking trap house in Colorado, and we weren't cooperating. And it was so hard for her that it was taking a toll on her body. Not that her liver was failing, not that she was dehydrated, not that she was on drugs. Does brainwashing in a cult work for every part of life, or does it work just for the cult part of life? Like, how does that work? Because if you knew what something was before, like, you know, not dealing with the cult, just like in terms of biology, like if you get a cut, don't you put a Band-Aid on it? Or if you get a cut and you brainwashed, you just gonna say, well, you know, Robin Williams got it for me. I don't need to get no stitches because Robin gonna lock it up. Like, is that how it worked? Because that just seems so strange to me. And the lady was looking and sounding so unhealthy, as they all were. But you know what? If you're hungry, if you're malnourished and brainwashed and high, I take all that back. I take it all back. No, you don't know. You ain't gonna know. Robin Williams told her that she needs to leave Colorado to fulfill her ascension plan for the galactic universe. Or something like that. Robin Williams told her to go to Hawaii, okay? And so the whole kid and caboodle of them got up and went to Hawaii. Now, let me tell y'all something. Quit going over there, okay? Them people told y'all they don't want y'all to go over there, and y'all keep going, okay? The lady is blue in the face because she's taken your 7th grade mood ring and your high school graduation ring and melted them fucking things down, and she drinks 4,000 to 7,000 whatchamacallums a day of colloidal silver. The mission is over. The mission to ascend on the Earth's platform on its axis is not working. Duh. Okay, so they're gonna come get her from Hawaii. She started to go live again when they moved to Hawaii, and her sister and mother would see her. They were like, my fucking sister is blue. We need help. Let's go to Dr. Phil. That's where they fucked up at. Because Dr. Phil don't give a shit about you. Sister and the mama thought that if they went on Dr. Phil, that they would help her to get like medical help. Like they was, you know how they be like, oh, we're gonna send you to rehab. They thought that they were gonna do that. And then Dr. Phil was like, nah, let me just get this tea and y'all go ahead. I wish y'all the best of luck. Clean her up. And they had her looking like JoJo Siwa on the screen. And she went to Dr. Phil, and Dr. Phil was like, whatever the fuck. I don't know. I hate Dr. Phil. It didn't work. That was the last stitch effort for the mama and the sister. Amy, not Mother God, was like, I probably need to go to a hospital, I think, like a Earth hospital. The people in the car was like, no, Mom, this is not you. This is not you. Mom would never go to a hospital. And the lady was like, I think I might be crazy. I think I just made all this stuff up. Like, I don't think none of this is real. And the people were like, yes, it is. It is real. And you know, when you about to die, you know, they say everything just becomes crystal clear, and you like, you know, think about all your regrets, and you be wanting to make amends and do the right thing when you know you about to go ahead on and go home to glory. And that's what that lady did. And it was like, no, girl, sit down and drink some more of this vodka in this big ass Stanley cup or whatever the hell that is. I'm not sure why, but Amy, when she went to Hawaii, told the people that she was the goddess Pele on Earth. Baby, let me tell you something. Quit playing with the Hawaiians. You're not gonna go over there and colonize a goddess. You just not gonna do it. Do you think goddess is coming back as a lady in liver failure? Okay then. Well, the cousins in Hawaii told them to get the fuck up off the island, and they was not playing. They broke windows out their car like Jasmine Sullivan. They had to get police escorts out of the country. Like, it was like they was not playing. And hell yeah, as well they should. Then all of a sudden, Robin Williams was like, say, girl, Hawaii is not actually it. You need to go back to California. Okay, go to Mount Shasta in California. That's where we're going to pick you up at. And they were like, all right. In 2024, I'm seriously thinking about starting me a cult for a side hustle. At this point, it's a legitimate side hustle because these people can pick up and go whenever they want to go. I ain't never been to Hawaii. Maybe it's because I ain't started a cult. Withering away and finally passes away. The people in the cult just kept her there. Like they just kept her there. And it was so interesting, is the word that I'm gonna use. It was like they really were the Lulu. Mom's body, you know, it was warm after she died. It was warm. And I'm like, well, you don't die at 1 o'clock and by 1:03 you're freezing cold. It don't work like that. After about a day or so, her muscles got limber, and you know, we were able to, you know, bend her hands and arms. And I was like, yeah, that's what happens when you die. Like, and I'm not a damn mortician, but I know, you know, when you die, your body gets stiff and then it get unstiff. You gotta bloat up, then you decay. Like that, you know, it's just certain things that I know about what happens after you die. And I guess I just thought it was common knowledge. Like it was a miracle that her body was doing what it was supposed to do. But they were also very confused because Mother God had told them, don't take me to the hospital. Don't take my body to the hospital after I ascend, okay? Because Robin them gonna come get me. Obviously, Whitney Houston is gonna drive the spaceship and come get me. They wheeled this lady into the hotel and she looked like a corpse when they wheeled her in. And they were there for a couple days. And so the hotel was like, let me see what this lady talking about. I got to do a welfare check because we're not going to be liable. All the guy was like, well, we got to get the fuck up out of here. So they didn't have nowhere to go. So they took the lady and put her in a tent and they all camped out in a tent for like 2 weeks. Put a dead body in the forest for 2 weeks. I've never smelled the smell of a dead body, but people who have described it said it's a smell that there's no other smell like it. So I can't imagine whatever smell that is being right in my vicinity in a forest with no water, no heat, no circulation. Father guy slept in a tent with the lady while she was dead for 2 weeks. That had to be a logistical nightmare. Maybe they should have dropped a pin to the Galactic Federation, baby, because then nobody come pick Mother God up. And they was confused about it. They was like, well, what the fuck we supposed to, I don't know what to do. Jason, Father God, left them in the damn forest and left and took her body. I don't understand how these people not up under the jail. I swear I don't. They drove this lady that has been dead for about 2 weeks across 5 state lines in the back of a car. Okay, they was giving weekend at Bernie's. Took her back to the trap house. Now remember, it wasn't everybody that went with them when Robin Williams told them to leave in the first place. Robin was like, lose my number, bitch. I don't know what y'all talking about. Michael came home. Now Michael is the one who has the trap house in his name. He's the one who has all the money. He's the one who is the COO. So he comes home and is like, oh, what the fuck y'all doing here? Come to find out that the lady dead, laying in the bed with Christmas lights on her. And he was like, fuck that shit. And he went directly to the police. Okay, there was a scuffle with his son. I don't know where the son came from, but the people tried to kidnap his son when he was trying to leave, and they kept the little boy at the house. And then Michael went to the police, and then the police came, and that's how we got to the very, like, it just went all full circle. And that's how we got the people in the beginning with the sheriff with the crispy camera footage when it was like, oh, Mother has rested. Bitch, everybody's still kicking around as though everything that happened just was a part of the plan all along. She did the most amazing thing that the world has ever done by dying. This documentary was some of the wildest shit I have seen in a documentary in a long time. It was absolutely unbelievable. I try to be empathetic to, people in search of something, right? In search of family, community, what have you. But I just didn't understand in this case, in this instance, what they were getting. Were they just getting drugs? Like, because they didn't focus on the drug use and that was going on, obviously, in this documentary. In other things that I've seen on YouTube and other articles that I've read, they focus on that more. And I think that was a purposeful choice by the director of the documentary. And I also think that them not highlighting mental health issues was a lost opportunity as well, because that was obviously the case here in this documentary as well. So I think it would have been interesting to have that perspective in this documentary, because just showing me all the wild shit they did and not answering none of the questions, because I still don't know what the hell she was trying to do. Like what was the point? And then what was the point of all the other people coming in, to the cult? Like, what were they getting other than the drugs and somewhere to stay? Was that just it? I don't understand that. They didn't really give me that, and I couldn't extrapolate what the hell they were doing on my own. So I'm just left to my own devices in bewilderment. So y'all comment down below and let me know what y'all thought of this documentary. It definitely got people talking. I can't wait to talk to y'all in the comments, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later, y'all. Bye.